Hello everyone, welcome. I'm not sure why the date is showing January 13th. I did change it before going live, but it was not updated apparently. So thank you all for coming in right away. Hello Rupali, Eleni, and Angel. I was trying to change the date on the okay, it's updated. If you refresh your stream, you will see that it is updated. Hello, Wallflower. Hello, Kiki. Yes. Before I do any readings, please make sure that you check out the rules which are below my stream. There are certain things that I will not read for. Hello, Rupali. Sure. Again, we'll get a queue going for people who would like readings. Wheel will be the one who starts my list and keeps track of that. Wheel, Kiki asked first, and then Rupali. If you can't see, that's still in chat. Yes, Wheel will be starting a list. Welcome everyone. I know it's been like a month since I've streamed, but for those that don't know, and I couldn't put it out there, that I had a piercing done in my ear for my daith to help with migraines and headaches, so I had to let that heal, and in the meantime wasn't able to use my headset. So Rupali, please make sure you read the rules that are below my stream. Hey, Nina. Alright, so these are the decks that I have and will be working with. The wooden box is my tarot deck. We have the Work Your Light Oracle cards. My newest deck, which is the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. And my Halloween Oracle. Alrighty. Let me mute my phone. Alright, so Kiki is first. Alright, like I said, the rules for my stream are below my, for readings are below my stream. Please make sure you read them if you have a question that you would like to ask either tarot or oracle. And the way I work, for everyone who is new here, I see a lot of new names. I am an energy and a light worker, so the way I work is I will ask you to imagine a ball of light or a ball of energy in front of you. I will connect to that. I don't leave my energy or keep energy. That is not mine when the reading is done. Again, the rules for my readings are underneath my stream. Yes, Eleni? I'm sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, especially online. But thank you all again for coming and for showing up so quickly, and I do apologize again for not being on the stream. Was trying to get everything set up. But thank you, Nina. I'm really glad to be back. I've also got some new crystals. Some pretty new crystals. Oops. This is my obsidian obelisk. My rose quartz obelisk. And my hematite obelisk. Oh, Eleni. Okay, Eleni. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was wanting to say, but I just wanted to make sure. So, Yeah, exactly, Angel. It goes in order of who's asking for a reading, not who showed up first or second or third. All right, so Kiki, are you ready? And if so, what deck would you like a reading with? Again, this is the wooden box is my tarot deck. It is the Legends of the Divine Tarot by Sarah Marchetti. I have the Work Your Light Oracle, the Moonology Oracle, and the Halloween Oracle. And I also got a new microphone. I don't know if y'all can tell or not. Like I said, a lot of new names. Wheel and Nina are two of the ones that I really recognize. Work the light? Okay. Work your light. Oops. Sorry again. Hello, Mariana. Welcome. Yes, there most certainly are spots open for readings. Wheel is my mod today, so he will be adding people to the list. There is a queue, so please be patient as I get through it. It's already getting kind of long, which I am loving. Okay, camera. The next purchase I do is going to be a new camera because I don't like the quality of this one. It keeps trying to focus. Nikki! Oh, thank you. How are you, baby girl? All right, Kiki. Whenever you are ready for me to connect to you, just let me know. Like I said, I will ask you to imagine a ball of energy or a ball of light in front of you, and then I will connect to it once you are ready. Oh, this camera. Stop trying to focus. Be good. There we go. And maybe that extra light will help or not. Focus on that, okay? There. All right, Kiki. It's a little chilly here in the southeast U.S., so you might see that I have a blanket on every once in a while. All right, Kiki. I'm going to connect, and then I'll shuffle the deck a couple times just to clear any energies, because I have worked with this deck since I did a full moon cleansing on it. So I will need to release any energies from those readings. But once I start shuffling, I'll tell you, for the actual reading, I'll say, okay, I'm going to shuffle, concentrate on your question, and we will see what the cards have to say. All right, Kiki, I'm going to get quiet for a second, and then I will connect to you, and then I'm going to shuffle. I'll let you know when to start thinking about your question, and we'll go from there. Thank you, Wheel. Okay. Kiki, do you have a specific question, or do you just want to see what the cards have to say, Kiki? What the cards have to say? Okay. All right, so I'm going to start shuffling. Alright, well that card popped out, so we'll keep that one out. Alright, let's see if I feel any other cards or if that one's just really screaming to talk to you. Alright, I feel like this is the card that really need to focus on, and there's not any other cards, and it is called, come on, it's called Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Alrighty, let's see what the card book has to say, although it's pretty clear. Page 44. You are being called to create clear boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand, and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into the space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? So again, boundaries seem to be the message for you today, Kiki. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Something to ponder over, or maybe meditate over as you go through your day and your week. What's really interesting to me about this card is all the hands going to the figurine in the center of the card. Like they're all trying to get a piece of this person. Just make sure that you're not letting that happen and you are keeping your boundaries set and concise and clear. Do you have any other questions, Kiki? Are you still there, Kiki? Okay. I'm gonna shuffle the deck then, and release the reading. And yes, thank you for allowing me to connect and read to you, or for you. I will go ahead and release Kiki's energy. Oops. Angel, if you read the last part of his last message, it says Rupali is next. All right. Rupali, are you still here? All right. Which deck would you like for me to use? Tarot deck and my oracle decks. You want the tarot deck? Okay. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. To keep the camera in focus, I'm going to leave that right there. I haven't worked with my tarot deck since the full moon, so I don't really need to do a shuffle. But do you have a specific question for the tarot, Rupali? It depends on the question. Again, below the stream are the rules. I don't read for most relationship questions. It ends up, the reason being, and I'll explain why since I've seen a couple questions go up. Did my person of interest decide or is deciding on leaving his karmic? I'm not understanding your question. But no, I would not read. Let me explain why I don't read for relationships. Free will dictates that I could tell you something and in an instant it would change or could change because there's more than one person involved. And whether you like the person or not, it does not mean that the other person is going to like you, number one. And number two, it doesn't mean that that's where their focus is. Something could happen within your life and their life that could detract you from being in that person's life altogether. Or someone else could come into their life and that's where their interest goes, unfortunately, for the person being read for. Free will always wins over a reading. They could take another path and their life could, like, go into work and their life could drastically change in some form or another. And the main reason that I don't read is because I don't have permission to connect to their energy. When you're asking for a reading, you're giving me permission to connect to your energy. I don't have permission from the other person to connect to their energy. And I don't feel that that's right. And I don't feel it's the right thing to do. So by choice, what do you mean, Eleni? Okay, so you're trying to... Okay, we can do that question. So what I will do again is connect to your energy. So focus. How a relationship will affect your life. Okay. Yes, I will allow that, but just know that, again, that just means that how it would affect your life if it played out a specific way. It's not the total answer, because life changes, choices make change drastically throughout our lives. So it doesn't mean that just because one thing is going to affect it this way doesn't mean that if this other thing changes, it doesn't change. It's not going to change the course of how it affects you. Okay, that's why I don't do relationship readings, just because there's just so much probability in change, and one minute thing could change it, and then again, I don't have permission to connect to the other person. That's the main thing. All right, Rupali, back to you. What I will do again is connect to your energy. I will need you to imagine a ball of energy or a ball of light in front of you. I'll connect to you, and then we will see what the tarot has in store for you. So just let me know when you're ready. Smiley, there is a queue for readings. If you wish to have a reading, Wheel of Light will add you to the list. In the meantime, please make sure you read the rules that are underneath my stream. Rupali, let me know when you're ready for me to connect to your ball of light and or energy in front of you. Please. You're welcome, Eleni. That's one thing I will always say. I am honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So if you're unsure about a reading, don't ask, because I'm going to give you exactly the messages that I'm receiving and what I'm feeling pertains to the reading. Okay. I am working on my clairvoyance, so I do from time to time get messages to share. Sometimes they just have to come out and you might not like the message. All right, Rupali, I'm going to connect to you in just a moment. And I do apologize if I am saying anybody's names wrong. All right, Rupali, I need you to focus on your question. Just means asking it over and over in your mind as I'm shuffling. Okay, Rupali, let's see what the tarot has to answer your question. Okay, so we got the Seven of Wands reversed. So to me, if it had been upright, the focus would be this figure coming through a gateway, coming out into their own. I think you're going to find some trouble finding somebody to potentially sponsor you. I'd be very careful of who you do find. Make sure it is something that works for you and not just use your intuition. Follow your intuition, basically. Don't allow the first person to come along and just wow you with glitz and glitter and glamour, okay? Make sure that you, if something feels wrong, you follow that intuition and you don't just go along with it just so you can do what you want to do, what you're planning to do, okay? Make sure that it works for you and it's not just a whole bunch of promises that are not going to be delivered on. Be careful which doors you step through in your quest. Yeah, I think the main answer is be quite mindful and careful of who you allow to sponsor you. Rupali. And I do feel like there's going to be some difficulties in that path to find someone. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the card back into the deck. You're welcome. Sorry it wasn't a more clear and concise answer. Sometimes that's just how divination works. And I will release your energy, disconnect from it, and take mine back. And before I move on to the next person, just 1 second, Angel. I need to ask something of you guys because I keep saying this and I find not to be ugly, and I'm sorry if this upsets you, but I find it very rude to come into someone's stream and they are speaking and you just blurt out a question and type in chat. Sit back, relax for a second, and see if they're already in a reading, and then ask if you can be, if there's a queue and if you can be added to it. Just don't barge into a chat and be like, I need to know if Joe Schmo likes me. Because you're distracting the person that's doing the reading and taking the energy away from the person that's being read for. So please be mindful of that. That's all I'm asking. This is not the first time that I've seen it in this stream. I've seen it in other tarot streams. Just be careful, sit back for a second, and then see where the reader is at, and then see if there's a cue or a line, okay? Be polite. That's all I ask. And again, for those who just joined and were added to the list, thank you for coming. You can find the rules for my readings and my stream below the actual video. And there are certain things that I will not read for, so please make sure that you read those before you ask your question. Okay, now back to the readings. Thank you, Rupali, again. And again, for those that just joined, I do apologize if I am saying your name wrong. I'm not that great with pronunciations sometimes. This may come off as stupid, but it is okay if the ball of light has a color because I'm visioning one that is yellow. That is more than okay. You should look up aura colors, Angel, and that might give you some clarification as to why you're seeing a color and the specific meaning of seeing yellow. And that goes for anybody who sees color when they envision their ball of energy and light. Okay, Angel, just one more second. Let me recenter myself. I had to get that out about coming into people's streams. So I just need a quick second. All right, Angel, what deck would you like to use? Tarot, Moonology, Oracle, Workulite Oracle, or the Halloween Oracle? Workulite? Alrighty. It's one of my favorite decks. And do you have a specific question for the deck, or do you just want to see what the cards have to say? Oh, you want a reading on what is coming to you in the near future. Alrighty. Let me shuffle the deck a little bit just to release the last reading done with this. All right, Angel, I'm going to connect to your energy, and then we will start shuffling the cards for your reading. So just focus on what your question is. All right, let's see. Alright, the very top card actually is what called out to me. Get grounded. Empaths, highly insensitives, connect with nature. Let's see what the book has to say. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need some alone time to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up with the high-frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Nature. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ways is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, I do realize that it is a little bit difficult to go grounding and earthing right now. If you're in a colder climate. However, like the book said, touching a tree or even holding dirt in your hands is a good grounding. When it does warm up, or if you are in a warmer climate, take your shoes off and step out onto some grass or sand or dirt and just sit there. You can also step outside on a windy day and let the wind roll through you. It will allow all the negativity and all the energies that are not yours to be literally blown away from you and out of you. So for right now, one of the messages that I got for you, Angel, as I was shuffling the cards was for you to focus on your spirituality right now. I'm not quite sure where you are with life or what you're focused on. But spirituality, literally the word spirituality came to my mind as I was shuffling the deck for you. So I think that's something that needs your focus and for you to figure out, if you haven't already, where you are spiritually. And it could be religion, or it could be just your own spiritual beliefs. I'm of the thought school that spirituality and religion don't always go together. You can be spiritual and not religious, and you can be religious without being spiritual. But spirituality just kept popping into my head with you, Angel, so something to think about. Oops. Apparently that card is done. Fell back in the box. Alright, I'm gonna shuffle the deck, release the energies of the reading. Thank you for allowing me to connect to you, Angel. And definitely check out Google yellow energy or yellow aura and what it stands for. I don't know the colors all that well. I do know that like a deep indigo or sapphire blue is a healing color. I have seen that color when Reiki has been done on me, so again, thank you, Angel, for allowing me to connect and to do the reading for you. Nina, which deck would you like, Nina? Just think about that while I'm getting everything back together. I've got to find a different spot for my camera. I keep bumping it with my arm. Tarot? Okay. Excuse me. I'll leave the book up just so my camera has something to focus on. No worries. I can read Taiwanese. All right. All right, Nina, I'm going to go ahead and connect to you whenever you are ready. You know the drill. Imagine the ball of light or energy in front of you, and I will connect to you. Ready? Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Think of your question. Oh, just bent a card. Okay, so the card that I bent as I was shuffling, I was like, well, I think that's the card for her, but it popped up again, so apparently it's definitely the one for you. So before I put this card down, just know that it does not mean the name of the card. Don't freak out when you see it. But it is death. And death, let's see, I bent the corner. But death does not mean you're going to die. Okay, please don't think that. Death is all about rebirth, change. So the death of something and then the rebirth of something new. However, with it being reversed, I don't feel like the move will happen as quickly as you want it to. I feel like you're a little gung-ho for this move, that you want it to, you're really looking forward to it, and you really want it to be really soon, but I just feel like that's not going to be the case. Death reversed is about being stagnant, and not progressing. So, I feel like there's going to be some obstacles in your path that might slow the progress and the process of moving. So be patient with it. Do everything that you need to do, and that is being asked of you to do, so that it's a little bit easier for you when you do make the move. This isn't saying that the move is not going to happen, because I do feel like you are dead set on moving, but just be patient with the process. Go with the flow. It will make things easier on you, and don't fight the process. I'm getting a feeling this is for work or maybe a new job. Is that the case? Yeah, that's what I'm getting, is just to be patient. Yes, you feel you'll be relocating for a job when that happens. Okay. Yeah, just be patient. Don't force it. And if you're not patient, if you're not malleable with it, I think it's going to create a lot more stress for you than you really need. So just remember to breathe. All right, I'm going to shuffle the cards. Hopefully I don't bend another one. Thank you, Nina, for allowing me to read for you again. Appreciate it. And thank you for coming by. I'm going to disconnect our energy. Hello, welcome, Sarah. All right, Eleni. Tarot, will you be in a relationship with the next few months, and will you be engaged this year? All right, so again, Eleni, I'm going to ask that you imagine the ball of light, ball of energy in front of you, and then let me know when you're ready, and I will start shuffling the deck and see what happens. Just let me know when you're ready. All right. All right, as I shuffle, please make sure that you focus on your question, Eleni. Sorry. Rip ears. Sorry about that. My vape fell. Alright, so we have the 6 of coins reversed. So I think that you've come into some recent imbalance in your life, and I really think that you're going to need to realign and rebalance yourself, Eleni. I think the focus should be on you versus trying to find a partner. Focus on your own self, and the rest will fall into place when it is time to. You've got to be the green hand putting in the coins, as it were, in this picture into, let me show it upright. So the green hand is gifting the 2 hands who are imbalanced coins, and if it were to place this coin down here, it would balance the 2 hands to be equal. And I think that's where your focus should be. Don't focus solely on just finding true love. You have to focus on yourself and be in a good place for that true love to happen. Sorry, it's not a more definitive answer, but that's what the cards have, and that's the message I'm getting. Is just focus on yourself, focus on rebalance. Not sure if some things happened in your life recently that have thrown you off kilter, but it's time to take stock and figure those things out, Eleni. Hello and welcome everybody who just came in. Please make sure that you look at below my stream if you are looking for a reading. There are rules that what I will and will not read for. Please make sure you read those before asking for a reading. There is also a list of people who came in before. So my mod, who is absolutely amazing, is Wheel of Light, and he will get you added to the queue. Please also make sure you give him a follow and a subscribe, because he does streams as well, and he's an amazing diviner. Eleni, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and then release your energy. And while I'm shuffling, I'm going to... What I'm feeling, Eleni, is that you need to not put a time frame on love. That it's going to happen when you're in that balance. And you just... Love is not something that can be forced, so just know that focusing on yourself is never a bad thing, whether love comes along or not, because you yourself will be in a good place. All right, thank you again, Eleni. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. I appreciate everyone who has allowed me to connect to them and read for them. Wheel, who is next? Thank you, Joanne. Wallflower, are you still here? Thank you, Wheel. I really appreciate your help today. And yes, I just try to be fair and organized to keep things from people from getting left behind in readings. I definitely don't want that to happen. All right, Wallflower, how have you been? Welcome back to my channel. And as some of you, like Nina and Wallflower, have been in my stream before, and Nikki, I do have a new oracle deck. It's called Moonology. It's quite beautiful. So just let me know which cards you like. Ooh, yay, Moonology. I'm excited. Alright. One thing I love about this deck is it says, let the moon be your guide. Alright, Wallflower, you know the drill. Just let me know when you're ready for me to connect to your energy or ball of light. And then while you're getting that ready, I'm going to shuffle the deck because I have been working with this deck to get to know it, so I can release anything and everything that was a part of those readings. And again, if you're waiting for a reading, please make sure you check out below my stream. My reading rules are down below in the description box. And welcome all the new people. I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Alright, Wallflower, whenever you are ready, darling. Alrighty. Alright, so go ahead and think of your question. Any positive transformations related to career for Wallflower? Alrighty. New deck card to spread. Okay, so I felt two cards, and interestingly enough, they were right next to each other. So the first one that I felt is full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And then full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. So let's see what the full moon in Scorpio has to say on page 82. It's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some reason, however, this card has a totally different meaning for you. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort using your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring your desired result. The teaching. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you are thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. All right, let's see what the full moon in Aquarius has to say on page 88. Show the world the real you. This card brings a message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important to you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, you are being too aloof or detached. Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Attune to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. The teaching. Every full moon is a time to release and let go. And the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. These are the two cards. So it's time to release any negativity, Wallflower, and show the world the real you. I think the cards pretty much speak for themselves. I really don't feel connected to many of the messages that were in the book necessarily. Nothing really stood out to me in the book. I think the messages that are on the cards really are what needs to be the message. So if we relate the full moon in Scorpio to a career choice, it would be if you had a negative experience in your last position or your current one and are trying to find something new, it would be to release the negativity and don't bring that with you before you move on. Well, definitely don't do that, especially in a new career, because you want to be able to put forth your best self in a change. And showing the world the real you, it could be the world of this position that you're trying to get or move to. So make sure that you're showing your true, authentic self. And I'm glad the cards described you well. But, I think this is something to do now. It's time to release the negativity now. And then when that opportunity presents itself, you need to make sure you're showing the world the real you in any interview or anything like that. And I think that's where you will find your success. All right, I am going to go ahead and get the camera to refocus, please. Thank you. Yes, internal work. That seems to be the theme today, is internal work. I am going to shuffle the deck to release the energy of the reading. Thank you for allowing me to read once more for you, Wallflower. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the luck needed in your journey. Mariana, welcome. Thank you. And thank you and welcome everybody who's joined. Haya, Hayati, and Emily. Welcome to my channel. Sorry, I tend to tune out chat from other people while I am reading for someone. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to stay focused on who I'm reading for. Alright, so that was the Moonology cards. Alright. Wellflower, I'm going to disconnect from your energy. Alright, Mariana, welcome. Get my cards set back up. I'm a Virgo Libra, right on the cusp. Mariana, which deck would you like, darling? The Halloween Oracle? Alrighty. Nope. Definitely not. Alright. Do you have a specific question, Mariana, or would you just like a general reading? And while you're thinking of that, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck because I have worked with this deck recently as well. Okay. I love those kinds of readings. They're my favorite. I love this deck too. It's a lot of fun to work with. Okay, Mariana, what I'm gonna need you... Okay, that's fine. Who is it, Wheel? And then I'll call their name out. Smiley Girl, are you still in the channel? If you are, then you are after Mariana, so please make sure you are here and ready. Alright, again, for those that are new to my channel, please make sure you check out below my stream. In the description box is the rules for my readings. There are certain things that I will not read for, and if you question why I don't, I will answer and I will let you know as to why. The main thing is I don't do relationship spreads just because, or readings. I don't have permission of the other person to connect. That's the main reason. And the other reason is free will. You know, life changes. You make a choice and alters the path. Or that person makes a choice and it alters the path. So just know that that's why I don't do relationship spreads. Okay, Mariana, if you would please make sure that you envision a ball of light or a ball of energy in front of you. I will connect. I'll shuffle the deck. We'll see what the card calls out. And we will see what message we have for you today. Just let me know when you are ready for me to connect, please. I'm going to connect. All right, so let's see what message the Oracle has for you today. Oh, that's a card I've never drawn before. Forgiveness. Releasing burden. Sorry, I'm reading this in my monitor. It was hard to read the releasing. All right, let's see. Forgiveness. It is said that it takes a big person to apologize, but in many ways, it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It is like drinking a poison and expecting the other unforgiven person to die. Whilst we may even harbor feelings of revenge, and to be honest, that does feel good for a while, it is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. If you have chosen this card, think about who it is that you could be forgiving. And the most important part of this message is that includes yourself. A wrong is done, consequences you cannot deny, but to hold a grudge is to drink poison and think that the other person will die. Some of this heavy-heartedness may relate to an old relationship or grievance. Some may relate to negative feelings we hold on to tightly about others, and even a lack of compassion for the mistakes we have ourselves made. So, I mean, pretty straightforward card. I think, though, the message that I'm feeling is for yourself, is to forgive yourself. Whether that be allowing yourself to be in a toxic relationship, or be in a place that you know is not good for you spiritually or physically or mentally. So it's time to forgive. It's time to reduce your burden. Let the flower bloom. I think that's the main thing, is like with this card, from looking at it, you can see there's like flames in the fingers. But as they're opening, you see this gorgeous flower blooming. That's kind of a release and a relief when the flower does bloom. Let me see if there's another card. Hold on. Yeah, so again, self-love, I think, is the focus here. Eternal love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. Again, I honestly think this is more speaking to yourself, to love yourself and to accept you for who you are. Forgiveness is the key to self-love. Alright, so I'm gonna shuffle the deck, release your energy. Thank you, Mariana, for letting me read for you. You're very welcome. Mariana, I'm not sure if I'm getting this feeling from you or if it's just what I'm picking up, that you don't feel the forgiveness card is applying to you. It doesn't have to be something that has happened in the past. It could be something that's coming up. So just know that. And if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But before I release and disconnect, I felt the need to share that. Sometimes the cards don't answer past and or present. Sometimes they go to the future. Not always. Alright, so I'm going to disconnect Mariana. Smiley girl, are you still here? Calling Smiley girl. Okay, well, no answer again. So if they come back, just go ahead and re-add them to the queue, please. But who is next after Smiley girl? Oh, I love that wheel. Sarah Yang, are you here? Calling Sarah Yang. Y-A-N-G. Miss Yang. Are you still with us? Okay, moving on to the next one then. All right, Emily Richards, you are up. If you are still here. Hello, hiya. We have a queue and a list, so we'll go through it. And if someone doesn't answer, we'll move on to the next. Just be patient. Emily Richards, are you still here? Okay, apparently not. Who's after Emily? Yeah, maybe. This is true. If Smiley Girl or Sarah Yang or Emily Richards, if you are here, please speak up now. We will add you to the list again if you do speak up and still want a reading. Joanne K., are you still here? Calling Joanne. Joanne, Smiley Girl, Sarah Yang, Emily Richards. Are any of y'all here? Okay. Welcome, Kush. Wheel of Light will get you added to the queue. We're just seeing if people are still here. Hiya. If you would please read the description box below the stream, there are rules. Don't do love and reading relationship or love readings and relationship readings. Hello, Deepu Asp. Welcome. Again, if you're new to my channel, please check out the description box below my stream. There are things that I will not read for, and I will explain again why I don't do love readings. It's because I don't have permission to connect to the other person that could be involved, or people involved in a love reading. By asking for a reading, you're essentially giving me permission to connect to your energy, and therefore it's okay that I can do a reading for you. However, with a love reading and you're asking if someone likes you or is into you or if whatever, gosh, that's different because they're not in the stream asking for or giving me permission and asking for a reading from me. Okay, hold up, guys. Don't just keep spouting off your questions. Kush was being funny and I appreciate it. I'm on Haya right now, so but this is talking to, yes, it's okay. I'm just, overall, I get a lot of love requests. Love is not what I read for. If it's something, the way I'm interpreting what Haya is asking is if, is if there's someone for them in the near future, Haya? Is that what you're asking? General reading? Okay. Which deck would you like? The wooden box is my tarot deck, the Work Your Light Oracle, Moonology Oracle, and the Halloween Oracle. Okay, I'm just saying for those that are asking for a love reading, I'm on Haya Hayati right now. These questions are for them, so I just need to know which deck Haya would like. The Work Your Light Oracle, this one, Haya. Thank you, Wheel. You're a little faster typer than I am. Haya, you want the Work Your Light Oracle? Okay. Alright, so for the new folks in my channel, what I will ask for you to do is to imagine a ball of light or a ball of energy in front of you. I will connect to your energy, and then I will shuffle the deck. While I do so, please concentrate on whatever question you may have. So, Haya, let me know when you are ready, or Haya, sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name. Let me know when you are ready with your ball of light or ball of energy, and I will connect and then shuffle. You ready? Alright, so we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Alright, let's see what the book has to say about Miss Anna. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ's consciousness to be woven through all of life. She's not widely known, but without her, Christ's consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to be mother to their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and to surrender to our part of the plan. The theme today seems to be focusing on self for each person I've read for so far. And I think that's evident in this card, is to work on your own inner light, your own inner mystic and devotion, whatever that devotion might be to, if it's spirituality or what have you. So I think that is what this card is representing, is to work on laying the foundations for your own devotion and your honoring the divine plan that is in store for you. Seed your light, work on making your light shine brighter. I think that's really what this card has for you, Haya. And who knows what the future will hold as your light shines brighter and brighter as you continue to work on it. Oh, my stomach is making noises. I apologize if y'all can hear that. So again, it's time to focus on yourself and your inner light. Oop. I'm going to shuffle the deck and release the energy of the reading, and then I will disconnect from you, Haya. Kush, are you still with us? Hi. Give me 1 second to release Haya's energy and disconnect. All right. Welcome to my channel, Kush. Which deck would you like to have a reading from today? You're very welcome, Haya. The wooden box is my tarot. You got the Work Your Light, Moonology, and Halloween. The Moonology. Alright, so I don't mind reading for this, but you're gonna have to be serious. Okay. Come on. Focus. Thank you. Definitely need a new camera next. Alright, so again, the way I work is I will ask for you to imagine a ball of light or energy in front of you. Let me know when you have that in front of you, and then I will connect to your energy. I will shuffle the deck, and we will see what card draws my attention. And okay. I was going to say, don't worry about the size of the ball of energy. It doesn't have to be massive. All right. I'm going to connect Kush. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, so we have the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Let's see what the book has to say about this card. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, the card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. So if we swap the word cash for attractiveness or attention, I'm not going to say yes or no to that, Kush, just because that's something that you have to decide for yourself. If you're not doing enough, putting yourself out there enough, I think that's more what this card is about. Finding a balance in between. You putting LOL all the time is really making me question if you're being sincere about this, but whatever, it is what it is. I think the card is pretty straightforward along with the book. Balance is needed, and you need to release any negativity. Don't bring any negativity into especially from past relationships or experiences, into a new one. Let the new experiences be new, be fresh, and be in the moment. Okay? So the card doesn't necessarily answer the question if you are attractive to women. And I think the reason for that is simply because women find different physical as well as personal or personality things attractive versus other women. Some women are superficial and some like to get to know someone on a deeper level. So it really is, that's a hard question to answer specifically because it is about, the first thing usually is about looks. Hello, Kiera, welcome. So, I mean, don't put an inauthentic version of yourself out there if you're trying to attract women. Be authentic, be who you are. And anyone who is attracted to that, I mean, that's who you want to be around and who you want to be with. So be careful of how you come across, but be your true authentic self, because if you're fake and you're being someone you're not, you're going to attract the wrong person and neither of you are going to be happy in the long run. Alright, shuffling the deck. Trust me, I speak from experience of having 2 failed marriages on being authentic. Alright, Kush. Shuffle the deck. I'm going to release your energy here in a minute. You're very welcome. Alright, I'm going to release your energy. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, Kush. I appreciate it. Alright, I do believe Deepu is next. Or Deepu, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Which deck would you like me to read from? And if you say the Work Your Light Oracle, I'm going to tell you it's probably not the best deck for that type of reading. Alright, Moonology. Alright, Deepu, I'm going to ask for you to imagine the ball of light or ball of energy in front of you, and then I will connect and we will see what the cards have to say. So just let me know when you're ready with your ball of light and energy. Okay, I'm going to connect and then I will shuffle the deck. In the meantime, while I'm shuffling my deck, please make sure you think of your question over and over. Alright, we got full moon, surrender to the divine. Page 32. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it is really the feeling of the card life. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they are telling you. They are very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card, matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making the card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when the answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. I don't think there's much more to say about this card for you, Deepu. I think the answers to your big problem, as you put it, will be will come out soon. Pretty straightforward. Such a beautiful card. Just remember to surrender to the divine in the process and stay positive. Alright, I'm going to shuffle the deck, release the energy of the reading. Hello, Kiara. There is a queue, and Wheel of Light, my mod, will get you added to the queue if you would like. And in the meantime, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you check out the rules that are listed in the description box. Kiara Woods, you are next. Please make sure you have read the rules that are below my stream if you still wish to have a reading. Kiara Woods, are you still here? Yes, if you read Wheel of Light's last message, Kiara Woods is next. Welcome back, Sarah. We'll get to you in just a few minutes. Okay, well, I guess they are not here. Was Sarah after Kiera Woods? All right, Sarah Yang, are you still here? Ouch. Sarah? Are you still here, Sarah? Okay, there she is. All right, which deck would you like a reading from? This is my tarot deck, the wooden box, Work Your Light Oracle, the Moonology Oracle, and the Halloween Oracle. Tarot? Sure. And if you are in queue for a reading, please make sure you check out the rules below my video in the description box. All right, Sarah, do you have a specific question for the tarot? Do you want to share your question or do you want to keep it private? Okay, again, please make sure you read the rules below in the description box of my channel. I don't do love and relationship readings simply because there's more than one person involved. I do not have permission to access their energy, and free will and free choice reign supreme in relationships. So that's not, I can tell you how you're going to be in your next relationship, but not how the relationship itself is or the other person, because it involves another person. I can see if there's someone coming towards you, if the tarot wants to answer that. Sure. So which one would you prefer? To know if someone's coming toward you or what your feelings will be in the relationship? Okay. Sure. So I will need you to imagine a ball of light or ball of energy in front of you. I will connect to you. We'll see. I'll shuffle the deck and then see what the tarot has to say. Just let me know when you're ready with your ball of light and energy. Alrighty. Alright, so a card fell out while I was shuffling. It is the Chariot reversed. Okay. I think this card has more to do with how you're feeling right now versus how you're going to feel in your next relationship. Right now I get the sense that you're feeling stuck. You're not moving forward where you want to be in life. That you're putting too much focus on getting into a relationship. The focus more needs to be on a balance, on you. Don't hold yourself back just because you're not in a relationship. Find something that you enjoy doing and you enjoy. If there's a hobby or a craft, focus on that. Focus on hanging out with friends, family, loved ones. This card is just giving me vibes of like not moving forward. You're just, legs are planted, feet are stuck in cement type feeling. And I think again that just is how you're feeling currently. You're dying to flip this upright, to be moving forward and progressing again. But something's holding you back, and I think you need to figure out what that is and what is holding your feet from progressing forward and from not allowing yourself to move forward. Okay, so you know what it is. That's a good thing. At least you're farther along than other people would be. If it's something that you need to work on internally, then now is the time to work on it, to get to the point where you don't have to worry about it in the future, so that baggage doesn't follow you into the next relationship. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck and release the energy of the reading. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, those that I have read for. I'm going to disconnect from you, Sarah. Thank you again for allowing me to read for you. Kiara, are you still here? Which deck would you like me to work with, Kiara? We've got my tarot deck in the wooden box, the Work Your Light Oracle, Moonology, and the Halloween Oracle. Sure, I can do that. Just let me know which deck you would like me to use. They're on camera. I have the Work Your Light Oracle, my tarot deck in the wooden box, the Moonology Oracle, and the Halloween Oracle. Thank you, Wheel. Yeah, please make sure you give Wheel a subscription too. He also streams from time to time. Excuse me. And he's amazing. Hello, Jessica Lee. Welcome. Alright. We want the tarot for this. Alright, Kiara, if you will focus and if my camera would focus, if you will imagine a ball of light or a ball of energy in front of you, I will connect to your energy, shuffle the deck, and see what the cards have to say, or what card pulls out to me. So let me know when you are ready with your ball of light or energy, and then I will get connected. Just 1 second, I'm going to swap music here. All right. Okay. All right, Kiara, I'm going to connect. Let's see what messages we have for Kiara. All right, we have the Six of Swords. So basically this card is telling me that you've kind of been on a path of late. Maybe have come out of working through some troubled waters, Kiara. I also feel like you're trying to blaze your own path. I do feel, Kiara, that you have a very strong spirit. Very powerful spirit as well. Like, I feel like you know who you are and you're not afraid to show the world who you are. It's a very beautiful spirit too, Kiara. Just know that there are times where you can't be overpowering. There are times where you are going to have to back down just a little bit. Always be your true, authentic self. And don't accept anything less than what you feel you deserve, because you'll never be happy if you do that. Don't settle. I feel like you have a very warrior spirit. And that sword, that big sword at the top above the woman's head, I feel like is there for you to grab a hold of and, you know, blaze your path, blaze your way. I know this really isn't pertaining specifically to love or any blockages, but I feel like in a way just how strong your spirit is kind of creates a block with people. It's like, here I am, take me as I am, or leave me the you know what alone. And sometimes that can, especially just getting to know someone, that can be kind of off-putting. Don't be so in your face, like so strong-willed. Learn to be malleable and bendable. Because in a relationship, you have to have that give and take. It can't be just your way all the time. There is someone else involved in relationships. So you have to understand that it's not just your way or the highway. That will not work in a relationship. And if you look at this card closer, you can see there is a figure right there. There we go. Kind of steering the boat. I think that you'll need to recognize your spirit guides guardians and those that are working with you in your path and in your future. Okay. Like I said, that's just what I'm getting is like, don't feel like you have to change by any means just to fit other people's view of you, because that's not the case. You are you, you are beautiful, and that's how you are, and you shouldn't take anything less than what you're worth. My thought, it's really, I'm not articulating it well, it's just be the strong, beautiful person that you are, but don't be like so off-putting. And maybe that's the way you're coming across, is like, yeah, don't be overpowering. And maybe that's how people are perceiving you, and that's not what you want or how you're intending for it to come across. I also think like you're so guarded and you just don't let people in very easily. And I can totally understand multiple reasons as to why. I am kind of the same way. But just know that whomever does come next into your life, that you're going to have to let some of your walls down. You're going to have to allow them to see your true authentic self. And honestly, letting your true authentic self be shown, it's so beautiful. As I'm connected to your energy, I can see just how this warrior spirit within you, it's just so strong. And what I don't tell people when I connect to their energy is I actually see your energy as in the form of a being, a person. And with you, it was like this beautiful African princess, or warrior, and beside you was a tiger that sat beside you, or a big cat, like a cheetah, a cheetah or a tiger, and you just gave off this energy and this aura of power, of strength, of knowing who you are. And it's quite beautiful to behold, but some people might find it intimidating. You're gonna have to find somebody who is equal to you and balances you out, for you to truly be happy. It is. I wish I could visually show people what I see in my mind when I'm connected to them, but it's just this beautiful, gorgeous warrior spirit that has the power to command. Like, you have that energy of a warrior. And a lot of people, especially those who are not authentic, find it very intimidating and very off-putting. So you're going to have to find somebody who kind of is equal to that and can balance you out. Maybe bring a little peace into your life along the way. With a warrior spirit, just know you don't always have to be guarded. Okay? You can let people in. Just be careful of who you let in, if that makes sense. I know that's kind of backwards, but you just have to be careful of who you let in. And if spirit animals are a thing that interests you, I would highly look at big cats. Like I said, I get this big cat energy, like a tiger or a cheetah. I'm pretty sure it's a tiger that came in and sat with you. So I really feel like you should look at spirit animals. Seeing butterflies is definitely a message. Seeing a butterfly could be a message from an ancestor, like a recent deceased, recent as in your lifetime recent ancestor, deceased ancestor or someone who, or something about change. Welcome back, Joanne. Wheel of Light can get you added back to the list. But Kiara, thank you so much for allowing me to connect and to read for you. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and then lions. See? Big cat. Shuffle the deck to release the energy of the deck. Or the reading. And you're so very welcome, Kiara. Thank you. You truly have a beautiful spirit, and I really appreciate you letting me connect and to be a part of that. Jessica Lee, are you still here? Kiara, I wish you nothing but happiness and joy in your search. Thank you. And yes, please feel free to come back. Jessica Lee, are you still here? All right, well, I guess Jessica Lee is not here. Hello, cutie cutie. Wheel of Light can get you added in just a second. Kiara Woods, have you come back? Yay! Welcome back. All right, first, which deck would you like a reading from? The Work Your Light Oracle, Tarot, or Moonology Oracle, or the Halloween Oracle? I don't do those types of readings, Kiara. Please make sure you look at the beneath my stream is a set of rules. Please read those rules. I don't have permission from Dejan to connect to his energy, so I do not read for those types of questions. That would not be very ethical of me to connect to someone else's energy when they're not asking for a reading for themselves. It's not very polite. We can do that. Would you still like the Moonology Oracle? Or would you like, okay. Thank you again, Wheel, for moderating today for me. Please make sure you give him a subscribe because he is a streamer and a diviner as well. And very talented. Alright, Kiara, the way I work is I will ask for you to imagine a ball of light or energy around you, and then let me know when you are ready with that. I will shuffle the deck and see what card pulls my attention, and then we'll see what the message is. So just let me know when you have imagined the ball of light or energy in front of you. Alrighty, I will connect to you in just a moment. All right. All right, we have the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Let's see what the book has to say. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring to you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you, it's meant to just let you know that there's a fuse attached to the situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. Now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. The gibbous moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle, just before the full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon, and so she's nearly fully rounded. It is a culmination of the waxing cycle. As such, tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. So whatever you have a goal for is definitely the right time for that goal to come into fruition. and doesn't necessarily have to be about relationship. It could be about other areas of your life, but I feel that's where a lot of your focus is on a relationship. And that doesn't have anything to do with your question, our first question. That's where I feel you're putting all of your attention, or a very significant amount of your attention. Okay. Thank you, Kiera Woods, for letting me connect and for allowing me to pull a card for you. Shuffle the deck to release the energy of the reading. And then I will release and disconnect from your energy. Which I will do now. All right, Joanne K., are you here? Joanne K., did you leave again? Or are you still here? Okay. Cutie, are you still here? All right. Please make sure that you read the rules below my stream in the description box before you ask your question. And let me know which deck you would like me to use. The wooden box has my tarot cards, the Work Your Light Oracle, the Moonology Oracle, and the Halloween Oracle. How developed are your psychic abilities right now? Just let me know which deck you would like. We'll see what they say. Moonology. So excited that this deck is being requested so much. It's my newest deck and I am absolutely loving it. Alright, so the way I work cutie is I will ask for you to imagine a ball of light or energy in front of you. I will connect to your energy and then shuffle the deck, and then we'll see what the cards have to say. Just let me know when you're ready with your energy. All right. Okay. Think about your question as I shuffle. All right, so we have first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Kitty, may I ask you a personal question regarding spirituality before I start reading any of this? Like, I haven't looked at... I've got the page to the book regarding the card, but I haven't started reading any of it. If I ask it and you don't want to answer it, please feel free to say I'd rather not answer, or that's a little too personal. I'm not going to go crazy on you, don't worry. But when I was looking for which page this card is interpretation is on, I got the sense that you're new to spirituality, metaphysicalness, looking into paganism. Like, all this is new for you. That was the main thing, is like it was all new for you. Okay, well, there could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing your commitment now will help move you towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, as you believe in yourself. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It's a time when the sun and moon are at at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. Hello, Anna Brito. Ah, okay. I just got the sense of newness, and I don't know. Maybe that's where that is coming from, is the not being fully committed. So, wow. I don't know what else to say other than what the card says. Decide for yourself if going after your psychic abilities is what you really want, and if it is, develop them. Gotcha. 2018 was a pretty difficult year for a lot of people, myself included. But being committed, I think it's time. And to walk away from crisis, it's time. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle the deck. Maybe the newness I'm feeling is the freshness of it, of coming through the crisis, looking at it from a new perspective, maybe. I don't know, I'm just keep getting newness. You're very welcome, cutie cutie. Thank you for allowing me to connect and to read for you. Alright, Wheel, I think I'm going to have Anna be the last reading for today. And yes, please make sure you read the rules underneath the stream in the description box. Thank you to everyone who has allowed me to read for them today. I appreciate it. And thank you, Wheel, for modding again. I am very thankful that you've been here with me. Oops, sorry, keep bumping my desk, bumping the camera. Alright, Anna, so the way I work is I will ask for you to imagine a ball of light or a ball of energy in front of you. I will connect our energy, and then we will okay. Well, if you'd like to ask a different question, we can do that. Well, throughout the day today, I've done quite a few different readings. Readings about what messages spirit guides have, what is blocking someone from finding love, what their thoughts are regarding love. I do love readings, but not when it involves another person, simply because I don't have permission to access their energy and connect to them. And plus, it's their free will to love whom they choose, and if I don't have permission to access their energy, then I'm not going to, and their free will could lead them down a different path than being in yours. Okay, we can definitely do that. Would you like tarot cards, Work Your Light Oracle, Moonology Oracle, or the Halloween Oracle? Tarot? We can definitely do that. Alright, so again, the way I work is I will request that you imagine a ball of light, a ball of energy in front of you. I will connect to your energy, and then while I am shuffling, I'll ask that you focus on your question. We will see what the tarot has to say. So let me know when you are ready with your ball of light. Alright, so a card popped out as I was shuffling, as has happened a few times today. Alright, so we got the 10 of Coins reversed. I get the sense of being careful while you're on your trip. Both with your physical and financial things, but also with your heart, your emotions, and your spirit. Don't go on your trip wide open spiritually. Be a little guarded. Don't just... I get the sense of a warning, especially when it comes to finances. Just be really careful with your money, really careful with your credit or debit cards. But to be guarded if you do meet people. Not everybody's trustworthy, especially if you're in a new state, a new country, whatever. Yeah, I'm just getting to be careful. And watch your purse or your wallet or whatever. Don't just leave it lying around. Like, I get a beachy vibe, like a tropical vibe around this. So if you're at the beach, don't leave your personal belongings at your beach chair and then get in the water or go get a drink or whatever. If you drink alcohol, I just get the feeling of just watch your stuff closely. And again, be guarded, and be careful. Enjoy yourself. Don't get me wrong. This is not to ruin your trip in any way. This is the messages that I'm getting. It's not just to be wide open with everyone and everything. But anyway, that's what I'm getting. I hope you have a great time on your trip. Don't get me wrong, but just be careful. All right, I'm going to shuffle the deck. Then I will release and separate our energies. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. I, again, hope you have a wonderful time on your trip. And are you going to the Bahamas? I just keep getting the feeling of like Bahamas. Maybe that's just why I keep feeling something tropical. It's just I keep getting like a Bohemian feel. But anyway. Yes, that was the last reading of the day. Thank you everyone for allowing me to read for you today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your weekend. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you. Namaste.